Sometimes, instead of using raw data to calculate the correlation coefficients, we can rank the data and use the ranks to find the correlation coefficients. This method was introduced by a psychologist called Charles Spearman, and it was named after its name as Spearman's rank correlation. So we denote it with lowercase r. Remember, in contrast to Pearson's correlation coefficient, we use rho. So R as its formula is Spearman's rank correlation and is expressed as 1 minus 6 times the summation of d squared. As we progress forward, I will tell you what d is, divided by n cubed minus n. Now, some textbooks, instead of expressing it as n cubed, n cubed minus n, they would instead factor out 1n and add that n multiplied by n squared minus 1. Regardless, we are still doing the same thing. So basically, once you have the raw data, you want to rank the data. After ranking it, you get the deviation, which will be the difference between the two ranks. And after that, you do this and get your final answer. So let's consider an example problem in order for you to better understand how to use the Spearman rank correlation to determine the correlation coefficients. And then comment if there is any relationship between two variables. Example number 1. The table below shows the marks scored by 5 students in both physics, which is represented as X, and chemistry, which is represented as Y. So here is the table. And the question that follows is that calculate the Spearman's rank correlation coefficients. So we need a table, a new table, because we need to rank the given data. So let's have our new table. Alright. So I can split that into 2 to avoid too much space. Is the space not too much? Well, I can just divide that into 2. Okay, this is enough. Then I can just get d and d squared. Now we need d and d squared. Perfect. So just bear that with me. Let the first column, let it be the value of x, which corresponds to the subject physics. The next column, let it be y, that corresponds to chemistry. Now, the rank of the scores in physics, let's represent that with r subscript x. Now, some textbooks will use r subscript 1. Regardless, just know what each notation is representing. Perfect. Now, the rank of chemistry scores, let it be r subscript y. Then after that, we need the value of d. D is the difference between the ranks, r subscript x minus r subscript y. Excellent. Then finally, you get d squared, and that's it. So once you're able to do all this, you should be able to go. Now, let's have the values of x. So we have 30, 40, 60, 70, and then 100. Excellent. Then the values of y is 20, 50, 90, 30, and 40. Perfect. Now, how do we rank? That is the main question here. How do we rank? We rank the data starting from 1 all the way upward. That is, if one is willing to rank the data in ascending order. We can also rank in descending order. That is, start from a certain high number and then you begin ranking them in a descending pattern. But it's advisable and recommended to always rank in ascending order. Avoid mixing the method. You understand? Use one as one is enough for you to be able to go on any question. So now, we rank in ascending order. So ranking of x, we start from the least number you have in x. Okay, the least number you have in X, then you rank it from 1, and gradually you'll be increasing the values. So let it be 1. The next one is 40, let that be 2. The next one is 60, let that be 3. This one is 70, let that be 4. The next one is 100, let that be 5. So now let's say for those who might be clear that, okay, if I'm willing to rank in descending order, how do I do that? If you want to rank in descending order, now instead of 30 being 1, 30 will be 5. Understand? The least value of the data is what we have the highest rank. Then the highest value of the data is what we have the lowest rank. It means your rank is in descending pattern. But if the least value of the data actually has the least rank, and the maximum, the highest value of the data, has the highest rank, then you are actually ranked in ascending order. That's how the pattern works. I hope I'm able to clarify that. Excellent. Now let's rank Y. Now this is what you actually need to be very careful with. If you take a certain pattern in X, you must take that same pattern in Y. If you rank X data in ascending, you must also rank Y data in ascending. Don't alternate the ranks. Is that okay? Perfect. So 20 would have 1, 50 we have, we have 30 here. That's what we have 2. Okay. After 30 we have 40. That's what we have 3. After 40 we have 50. That's what we have 4. After 50 we have 90. That's what we have 5. You understand? So you are ranking from least data all the way to the greatest data. Am I communicating? Perfect. So just be sensitive, because you can see that Y values are actually scattered, not like X values that are in order. You understand? As they progress forward, they increase. But for Y values, they are being scattered. So now you take the difference. Rx minus Ry. So 1 minus 1 is 0. 2 minus 4 is minus 2. 3 minus 5 is also minus 2. 4 minus 2 is 2. 5 minus 3 is what? 2. Now you take the squares. 0 squared is 0. Minus 2 squared is 4. Minus 2 squared is still 4. 2 squared is 4. 2 squared is still 4. Excellent. Now you need the summation of d squared. So you sum this up. 0 plus 4 is 4. 4 plus 4 is 8. 8 plus 4 is 12. 12 plus 4 is 16. Excellent. So we have 16 as the summation of d squared. So summation of d squared is equal to 16. Now we also need the value of n. What will be the value of n? It should be given to you right from the question. And if it's not given to you, then you can just count the data. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As you can see, we have about 5 scores of students, or let's say 5 students, where we have their scores to be collected in both physics and chemistry. And beside, if you look at the question, the table below shows the marks scored by 5 students. This 5 is the sample size. So n is equal to 5. So basically, the Spearman rank correlation R will now be equal to 1 minus 6 times the summation of d squared divided by n cubed minus n. This is equal to 1 minus 6 times 16 divided by 5 cubed minus 5. Excellent. So we need our calculator for that at this point. We have 1 minus 6 times 16. That will give us 6 times 16. I got 96. 96 divided by 5 cubed is 125 minus 5. And that becomes 1 minus 96 divided by 125 minus 5 is 120. If we take the LCM, we should have I to be equal to 120 minus 96 divided by 120. How did I get that? It's like 1 over 1. But I think to find the LCM, we should get that. So 120 minus 96 is 24. So we have 24 over 120. So the Spearman rank correlation coefficient becomes 24 divided by 120, 0.2. And that is our Spearman rank correlation. Now we have that the table below shows the marks obtained by 10 students in biology and physics test. Now the question asks us, calculate correct 2 decimal places, the Spearman's rank correlation coefficient. So for this to be possible, we need d squared. And to get d squared, we need a table because we need to rank the given raw data. So let's have the first column. That will be the column for biology. The second one, that will be the column for physics. The third one will be the rank for biology. The fourth one will be the rank for physics. The fifth one will be the deviation, the difference between the 2 ranks. And the last one will be the square of the deviation. Excellent. So let's begin plugging in. So let biology, let it be denoted with P. Physics to be P. For rank of biology, let it be R subscript B. And the rank of physics, let it be R subscript B. D, which is the difference, is R subscript B minus R subscript P. And we have D squared. Excellent. Now let's try to plug in the corresponding data. So we have 63 to come first, followed by 53, followed by 83, followed by 61, followed by 57, followed by, this is 57, let me do it again, so those who might still be confused. 57, okay, then we have 72, we have 47, we have 65, we have 68, and we have 58. Excellent. Now, for the value of physics, we have 67, we have 45, we have 71, we have 73 to correspond to 61, we have 47, we have 69, we have 15, we have 70, we have 42, we have 52. Now there's something I would like to share with you. Some teachers, I personally used to include it in my classes, and that is why I am trying to share it with you as well. You can see I have your data in different formats. If you observe, these data are actually from the table given to us. They are not in a certain pattern. Look at the values of biology. Immediately after 63, we have 53. But 53 is actually smaller than 63. After 53, we have 83, which means the values are actually mixed together. It's not like the previous example where we have the value of the first quantity, which was chemistry or physics. Let me bring the game to the normal. Yeah, which was physics. You can see the values were actually in ascending. They were in a certain pattern. From 30, you have 40, you have 60, you have 70, you have 100. But for this example we have now, okay, after 63, we have 83, we have 83, we have 61, they are being mixed. Now, if you want, while switching from the given table to your own personal table, you can arrange them. That is, instead of 63 coming first, you can put 53 to come first. You are arranging an ascending order. Then after 53, you look for the next one. After 53, which one is there? Okay, 47 should come first. 47 is the least one then. 47 first, followed by what? Followed by 53, followed by 57, followed by 58. You'll be arranging like that. Now, this is just the 3 parts of this one, of this step. If you do that, please make sure that while you are not putting in the value of the dependent variable y, or the physics, or the next one, make sure you are putting in the appropriate value that is in line there. What am I saying next is, okay, you said 47 should come first. You now put it here. Why won't you put the value of P? Don't go and put 67. That is not the corresponding value to 47 you put here. it is 50 that's expected to be there. Let me get my point. After 47, you have what? 53 for x. You have 53 a second. So 45 is expected to follow. That part will make sense. After that, you make sure that everything is actually appropriately inserted. But if you do this step, if you arrange everything for yourself in ascending order or in a certain pattern, while ranking, the ranking process will be very easy for you. That's just the advantage. But the disadvantage is that if you're not careful, you will make silly mistake, which will make you to end up doing the wrong thing. Am I communicating? So the choice is yours. But personally, if I should give a suggestion, I would recommend you not doing that. Don't do that. Follow the pattern given to you in the table. You understand? Because your eyes will actually be in point. You will be able to follow the steps without switching from one table, from one column to another column. You understand? 63 to 67, you are looking at this, you are putting there, this one, put in, this one, you put it, no bother for any other. Am I communicating? It's excellent. So when you get to ranking, you will now be sensitive. At least you know that you are not switching your eye from one place to another place again. At that point, at least the chances of making a silly mistake is very low. So the choice is yours, like I said. So now let's rank. We're ranking in ascending. Okay, we're ranking ascending. Like I said, always rank in ascending order. We start from the least to the highest. So the least we have here is 47. So rank it as 1. After 47, what do we have next? 53. 2. After 53, we should have 57. 3. 57, 58, 4. 58, what else? Then I'll be 61, 5. After 61, we have 63, and that will be 6. And after 63, we have 68, that will be 7. We have 65, that will be 7. After 65, we have 68, that will be 8. After 68, we have 72, that will be 9. After 72, we have 83, that will be 10. Excellent. Now on to physics. Let's rank physics, Alex of P. The first or the least one here is 42, that will be 1. After 42, we have 45, that will be 2. So after 45, we have 47, and that will be 3. After 47, we have 50. That will be what? That will be 4. After 50, we have 52. That will be 5. After 52, we should have 67. That will be 6. And after 67, we should have 69. That will be 7. And after 69, we should have 70. That will be 8. After 70, we should have 71. That will be 9. After 71, we should have 73. That will be 10. Excellent. So we have been able to successfully rank the biology scores and the physics scores. Next is take the difference. 6 minus 6 is 0. 2 minus 2 is 0. 10 minus 9 is 1. 5 minus 10 is minus 5. 3 minus 3 is 0. 9 minus 7 is what? 2. 1 minus 4 is minus 3. 7 minus 8 is 1. No, minus 1. 8 minus 1 is 7. 4 minus 5 is minus 1. Perfect. Now we need to take the square. 0 squared is 0. 0 squared is 0. 1 squared is 1. Minus 5 squared is 25. Again, 0 squared is 0. 2 squared is 4. Minus 3 squared is 9. Minus 1 squared is 1. 7 squared is 49. Minus 1 squared is 1. Then having done that, we need to take the summation to get the sum. Thus, the summation of d squared will be equals to 1. That will be 0, 0 will go. 1 plus 25 plus 4 plus 9 plus 1 plus 49 plus 1. So I got 90. Summation of d squared is simply 90. Excellent. So what will be the value of n? The table below shows the marks obtained by 10 students
n is equal to 10. If you also count each of these data, you should end up having 10. Thus, the Spearman rank correlation will be 1 minus 6 times the summation of d squared divided by n cubed minus n. And that is 6. Okay, let's do the 1 first. 1 minus 6 times 90 divided by 10 cubed minus 10. And that will be 1 minus 6 times 90. I got 540. 540 divided by 10 cubed is 1000. 1000 minus 10 is 990. So we have 1 minus, if you want, we can just do the fraction first. 540 divided by 990. I got 0.54. Or let's just, well, we can still do that. 1 minus 0.5455. Let's do that, okay? Then we have 1 minus answer, 1 minus 0.5455. 1 minus 0.5455. So I got 0.4545. So the question says we should leave our answer in 2 decimal places. So that should be 0.45. So the rank correlation is nothing but 0.45. So this is how you can easily find the Spearman's rank correlation coefficient given a raw data. I hope you find this helpful and understandable. So this is the exercise I have for you. Feel free to share your solution with me via the comment section below. So find the Spearman's rank correlation coefficient of the given data and also make a comment in the comment section below. Bye for now.